Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, safe, and well. I'm so grateful to lay eyes on you today. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your energy. This is such an amazing opportunity this morning to consider something I was reading about last night. I always do my very best to put something in my mind and my heart before bedtime that brings me more peace. And studies show that the more we have a sense of peace and gratitude, in fact, a focus on gratitude is one of the greatest elixirs neurochemically to help us quiet our mind and let go of the not enoughness and let go of the fear and the anxiety. And this morning it was amazing because I woke up with a sense of possibility. And I was thinking about what it is that is so critically important right now. As we're trying to find and get a foothold, literally find a foothold and get a foothold in some sort of normalcy. And I don't want to use normalcy as conformity. In fact, I think normalcy, I want to take it to the next level, not make it about conformity because, man, I think I pray we've learned the lesson that conformity isn't working, and going back to some level of normalcy from behind where we just were is exactly where we don't want to go again. So it's going to require something heroic, something awesome, something so inspired that I'm going to love to share with you today. It's based on some really cool research, all about something called moral contagion. Now, a lot of times we hear that word moral and we go, whoa, it sounds a little pious, a little self-righteous. Well, you know what? Moral doesn't mean necessarily those things or that way of being or that energy. In fact, moral, coming from the deepest etymology of that word, it's really all about character and integrity and peace and purpose. And it's so cool because when you get really clear, and I think, one of the things I've been learning about over these last few weeks, man, a lot of the stuff that I used to give so much time and energy to, it's almost like magically poof, or more sobering, like, you know what? You don't want to spend any more time and energy there. That's not working for you. So I want to call you and call myself to a new place to say, all right, what do I actually care about? When all is said and done and all the stuff I've moved out of the way that I've learned about doesn't really matter over these last couple months, because one of the greatest things I think we've all learned, we may have spent a lot of time and energy on stuff that didn't matter. Have you? Have you spent time and energy on something? Man, that stuff doesn't even matter. It's so unimportant. I'm kind of like, gosh, I'm so grateful. That has become so painfully clear. I'm not going to spend any more time there. So I want to get really clear about what I care about. I know it almost sounds like so simplistic. What do I care about? But you really should. And I'm doing the very same thing right alongside of you. We need to get clear about what we care about. And then dedicate some time and some energy each and every day to putting ourselves in care. The motion, the action of care for what it is that we absolutely value. Because what studies are showing is that the moral, the character, the integrity of our being, how our psyche and our psychology and our emotions and our spiritual awakening happens under the influence of dedicating time and energy to what it is that we care about, which typically is the things that give us life, that sort of rises above us and then pulls us up there and says, wow, what am I doing down here? Wasting time and energy on time and people and things that do not matter. I'm going to go up here into the moral elevation. Because what's so beautiful about moral elevation, it's personal development at the highest level. We develop the thing that is so deeply personal of us, for us, and so it can be us. And when we do that, studies do show that is one of the most powerful forms of leadership. When people are living their moral elevation, when they have literally dedicated time and energy and presence to what it is that makes us come alive, it becomes a form of contagion. Moral elevation is moral contagion. It literally helps others to see what's possible, and they in turn want to emulate. They can't even understand why. But there they are, rising up and wanting to be a part of the same thing that gave you life, that woke you up. They find what's deeply personal for them and they want to follow. If all of us could dedicate time and energy to what it is that we care about, the deep character of love and common humanity and compassion and empathy and acceptance and inclusivity, there would be an uprising so great, so powerful, so awesome that the world couldn't take its eyes off from you. And then it wants to become more like you. And all of a sudden, we indeed are, as Gandhi said, the change that we had to see right here and right now in the world. So with that, I love you. I believe in you. Have an awesome day dedicating time and energy to what it is that brings you alive. Peace and love. Bye for now.